Brian, as you can see behind me, the Jeep crashed into the house behind me. The front porch completely smashed in. The house knocked off of its foundation. Police are still looking for that suspect who was involved in a crime spree that dated back as early as this week. Let's get it started in Hamden. 3 suspects stole a Jeep Liberty in Hamden. They then traveled to Clinton a couple days later and stole 2 more cars. Those 3 people then traveled to Old Saybrook, where they tried to do the same thing. However, a car alarm alerted residents. They called it in to police, the suspicious activity. The 3 people that were trying to steal the cars in Old Saybrook then fled around 3 a.m. The call was transferred over to State Troopers, Troop F on I-95, where they met up with those 3 suspects. They attempted to go into a traffic stop. However, the suspects did not stop. They attempted to get off of exit 56, and that's when things started to get a little dangerous. One of the cars, a Mercury Mariner, crashed into a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. That driver fled the scene. The other 2 cars were caught. The chase was called off due to dangerous conditions. The Jeep crashed when police eventually gave up, and a little bit later on, the cars then crashed on Route 1, or the Jeep crashed on Route 1 into the house that you see behind me. The other car, the Toyota Camry, the search was called off for that one. That car did get away, and K9 troops were brought in by New Haven to police to try to find out where these suspects went. However, they have not been found as of now. No one has been hurt in these chases involving no civilians or police were hurt in the chase. Police are asking for your help in finding these suspects, and they also want to remind residents to lock their cars and take the keys out of cars and carry them on their persons. The cars in Old Saybrook were found to be unlocked and had the keys in them. For more information, again, visit our website and stay tuned for more information at the 5 o'clock hour for this developing story. Reporting in East Haven, Andrew Badillo, Q30 News.
Brian, I'm standing in front of that house where one of the 3 cars crashed into. It was a Jeep that crashed into the house, destroying the entire front porch, including some of the foundation. The Jeep has since been removed from the scene, but this all started earlier this week, where that very same Jeep was stolen from Hamden. 3 suspects stole the car, and then a few days later drove and stole 2 more cars from Clinton. Those same suspects then, in Old Saybrook, tried to steal a 4th car, but a car alarm went off. A neighbor who heard the alarm then called the police to inform them about the suspicious activity, and the 3 cars with the 3 suspects then fled the scene. Police were then notified of a spotting of those 3 vehicles traveling southbound on I-95, and that is when the chase began. The 3 cars then exited on exit 56 in Brantford, where one of the cars then soon crashed into a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. The driver was able to get away after he crashed. Soon after, the police stopped their chase for safety reasons, but right after that, the Jeep that I mentioned before crashed. The driver lost control of the vehicle and crashed into the house behind me. That driver, even though the car was flipped onto his side, the driver was still able to get out and run away. That 3rd car was able to drive away and has not been found. The 2 parents and 1 daughter live in the home. They are all said to be okay. K9 units have been called in to search for the suspects, but no one has been found at the time. If you have any information, please call the state police. Live in East Haven, I'm Anna Sackel for Q30 News.
Brian, we are live here in East Haven on Dodge Avenue, where a Jeep Liberty crashed into the house behind me, destroying the entire front of the house along with the foundation so badly you can actually see into the basement of that home. The car right now is gone. It's been removed from the scene, and police are looking for the suspects. This all started earlier in the week in Hamden, where at least 3 people stole that Jeep. 2 days later, they moved down to Clinton, where they stole 2 more vehicles, and traveled to Old Saybrook, where they attempted to steal another vehicle. During that attempt, a car alarm went off, alerting neighbors, who alerted police of what was going on, who then described the vehicles. That information was relayed to state police, who, after that car attempt, they The suspects went on southbound to I-95. A car chase ensued after they attempted a routine traffic stop to stop those vehicles on I-95. Those vehicles got off on exit 56, where one car crashed into a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. The suspect ran off on foot. Other two cars continued. And because of the speed and danger of that chase, state police decided to call it off because of how unsafe it was getting. On Dodge Avenue, a Jeep lost control and crashed into the house behind me. The car flipped over and the suspect crawled out and ran off. They don't know where the third car is as of right now. New Haven K-9 team was called in to help look for those suspects. They have not been found yet. No one was hurt during the chase, and the people behind, the family that lives in the house behind me, they were asleep at the time of the crash. 2 adults and 1 child. But all of the vehicles that were stolen, they were stolen unlocked and with keys inside the vehicle. So just a reminder, at night, lock your vehicles, keep those keys away. If you have any information on the suspects or this chase, be sure to reach out and call state police. Live from East Haven, I'm Kelly Ledwith, Q30 News.